Exciting career opportunities. So when you become a filmmaker, it is very exciting because you have, it's not the daily desk job. You're working with so many other people around you. You're working with actors, you're working with producers, you're working with talent agencies, and you're moving all the time. You're moving from one place to another. You have different locations where you have to go. As a matter of fact, 2 days back I was in Malaysia, and then I'm here right now in Chennai, giving you this presentation. So it is always fun and it is always exciting. If you want some excitement in your life, you have to be a filmmaker, or a creative guy. So why USA? Why do you want to go to USA? So first of all, again, as I said, it is about the quality of education. I am really proud to be a graduate from Full Sail University because the quality of education I got from there was excellent, and I believe that whatever they even me being from India, when I went to US, I had actually not met a guy, from Telangana before, and I met him there, and he was my roommate. And I actually, came to know exactly, how, there are different people in this world, not only from Telangana, let it be China or let it be even Pakistan. We hate, we already have so many people, fighting over India and Pakistan, but I still made friends with people from Pakistan. So you will meet so many people, okay, and you will have a different perspective of life once you meet them. Career opportunities. So what happens after you graduate, from the college? So in US you have something called, which is OPT. OPT is optional practical training. So that happens for 1 year, and that is something which you can use, to get yourself hired in the platform, in the US platform over there with the companies over there. So that 1 year, you will be able to, gain experience, okay, in the US companies over there. And if you are good enough, and if the companies really want you, you can again apply for H1 visa, which is again given to you for another 3 years, and henceforth you can continue as whenever required. Excellent student support. So when I was doing my engineering from Pune, it was not a very good experience, to tell you frankly. This education was great, but when it came to a problem, because I was not from Pune, I was from Bihar. So I had to move from Bihar to Pune. So when I moved to Pune, when I didn't know the local language, and I did face some problems, and obviously I had to turn to the college, and college was not really very supportive about that. But it is a completely different story when you go to US. Even there you have a department which is dedicated to international student support, or any kind of support which you need, and they are right there 24/7 to help you out. Full Sail, I remember, helped me out in finding the housing, it helped me out in finding the roommate, and also, they have a career department which helps you out in finding the jobs, even after you have graduated. So that is great, and you don't actually see it in colleges over here in India. And of course, what are the career options? You can be a producer if you would like to manage the whole crew, or you have money. You obviously we are aware with director, editor, cinematographer, music director, and more, and stuff like that. So there are various platforms on which you can work. You can be a script writer. You can be a screenwriter. You can be into music direction. You can be a first AD. There are so many jobs, and now we have Netflix. Do you guys know Netflix is even bigger than Disney now? It is an online platform. Okay, so the opportunities are huge, and you can't even imagine. I mean, my dad used to tell me, okay, watching movie is fine, but is it going to get you bread and butter? I had no answer at that point of time, trust me, because I really didn't know that whether it is going to give me bread and butter. But today, I tell my parents that I am a filmmaker and I earn my own bread and butter. So this is how this journey has been for me, and thank you so much for everyone who has been here and listening to my presentation. If you have any questions I can help you out with, I'd be more than happy to do so. Thank you.
My name is Vijay.
Hello,
I'm
Vijay.
in engineering now, final year now.
Yeah.
And I'm planning to do cinematography, MFA in cinematography
Okay.
from next year.
Okay.
So I'm planning for that.
Yeah.
What's your piece of advice for that? Because I'm like totally blank. Because it's the same situation for me also. Because that's the exact question what my dad asked me when I was movies. Yeah. So
Well, for the benefit of the audience, could you repeat the question for those who are watching us online?
Okay.
Can you repeat his question and then give your answer, please?
Okay, so our friend Vijay over here, he is doing engineering and he wants to make a career in cinematography, and he is trying to figure out how exactly he can get into this field of cinematography. So first of all, as I said before, he has to, like anybody else, you have to first explore, are you really passionate about this field? If you think you're really passionate about this field, how are you able to dedicate like 18 hours of work? Or if there is any problem, will you be still working to solve the problem? If you are ready to make any sacrifices, you have passion for this field. So once that has been established, okay, you have so many resources. I mean, normally what we do is we Google about the best universities in US. Yeah.
I'm in a dilemma whether to do it in India or outside India.
I will definitely suggest to to do your education, any higher education from United States, because that is the best platform, my friend. I am telling you that those 2 years, for me, it had been phenomenal. That those were the best years of my life. Not only just because I had to go to USA, because it was the quality of education I got there, the people I met over there, and so many things which I learned. I learned, there is a world outside this world which we live in, so once you go to a global platform, there is so many things which you can explore in this life. And being a cinematographer, if you want to be a cinematographer, you must be aware, I mean, there are so many beautiful spots around the world, right? Okay, so you got to be there. And US is amazing, trust me. India is beautiful, US is beautiful as well, so you have to go and explore it. And as I said before, there are so many platforms, let it be Google, let it be Education USA, let it be, there are so many seminars happening, okay, which they give you more information about, which colleges are good or bad, which really fit your criteria. Okay, so you can always, take information from them. But always, before doing that, before making a career change, please ask yourself, this is something which you want to do.
Yeah, I'm like very sure about that.
Okay, so
Because engineering was my wrong choice.
okay, So if you realize engineering was your wrong choice, now it is the time, make the right choice.
And regarding job opportunities, I mean, is there, I mean, for example, are you working here now or?
Currently I am working here. I have my own production house in Mumbai. So
that's the next question, because I
yeah.
have to spend this much of money.
Yeah.
And if I don't get a job and return back, so what will I do?
Because you will work.
My family is put on me now.
You will work. First of all, as I said before, that once you have completed your education over there, you get 1 year, okay, that is optional practical training to find a job. Okay, if you are qualified enough, my friend, trust me, you do not need to think about getting a job. Okay, because when you see the bigger picture, the companies, you know, who really want, you know, to do a big project, they will look for somebody who is good at it. You know, it's not going to be an Indian, it's not going to be a Chinese or anyone else, it's not going to be racism. It is about, you know, if you are good, I will hire you, trust me. So just believe in yourself that you are good. Whatever you're doing, it is going to be phenomenal, and trust me, you will never ever again have this question in your mind that will I get a job. I came back because I find the stories here in India amazing. I wanted to start my own project, and I'm happy in doing what I'm doing. If you are happy, if you will be happy in working in projects in US, then trust me, you will find a job.
So you don't have to repeat the question anymore, because now that I am wired, I have a question here.
Okay.
We have a question. I have a bachelor's degree in journalism from India, and I want to be a filmmaker. I'm looking for opportunities to work in the entertainment industry in the US. I want to have new experiences in my life and want to live abroad, hence looking for opportunities outside India. My dream is to work in the film or TV industry in the US and hone my skills as writer or director while living in the US. I have quite a few questions in my mind about studying in the US. The first question is, what are the options after 1 year certificate?
As I said before, you know that you have 1 year of optional practical training. So whenever you complete a course, let it be a bachelor's or let it be a master's, you get a year of optional practical training to find yourself a job. So once you have that job, you know, you can explore your avenues, what field you're good at, you know, and you always have multiple opportunities. You know, there had not been a single week in my OPT that I was sitting at home. Every week there was a new project which I was working on, and my college helped me out a lot. You know, every day, you know, there is somebody from Full Sail, Catherine. Hey Kumar, you know, I mean, are you free this week? You know, I said no, I'm loaded. Okay, what about next week? You know, so you know, it was always loaded and it was always packed, and the kind of work which I have done, I'm proud. You know, people over here, you know, they really cherish it. So that's how I'm answering. You know, he will definitely be able to find a job once he does the certificate over there, and then if he wants to stay there, you know, he will have to apply, you know, H1B with a company. A company will have to apply, and that will be the right process, and then he can move forward with that.
Thank you, Kumar. The subsequent question is, film schools are expensive. Is there a budget-friendly option to opt for?
Well, when it came to me, I did a lot of research about filmmaking, and definitely film schools are really costly. But my school, from where I graduated, Full Sail University, no school even comes close to that. It was really cheap, and at the same time, you know, they provided me with all the softwares. They provided me with a laptop. You know, there was a launch box which you actually need, you know, when you become a filmmaker. You know, you need a high-tech laptop, you need a Mac, you need all the softwares which are required with it, and everything was there, you know, in that package which I had. So according to me, I think Full Sail is the best option, but definitely you can look up on the internet.
So I think you've already answered this question. Will I be able to stay in the US while looking for jobs? I think you talked about the optional practical training period.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we'll skip that for now.
Yeah.
So the last question is there an option to start as a production assistant in the industry?
Oh yeah, definitely it is. You can start as a production assistant. As I said, when you are freelancing, you also, if there is a project which is going on everywhere in any part of the US, or, normally if you move to LA or if you move to Atlanta, you have so many multiples of projects going on, and everyone is looking for a PA. So getting a PA job is not that difficult. You will definitely get a PA job. It's easy.
One last question.
Yeah.
Was full sail the only option that you had when you were applying? Because there are a whole lot of universities there, LA Film School, NYFA,
Yeah.
FI, there are many. So was full sail your first option?
It became my option. It was not like my first option. It became my option.
So
The only option. I did apply for other universities, because I wanted to go to USLA, UCLA. I wanted to go to different schools, but I was keeping, something, as an option, because I didn't know whether I'll be accepted in full sail or not. So I had to keep my options open, and trust me, there is no school which comes even close to full sail when it comes to the cost and the experience what they give.
Yes, right. Because
And the timing.
There are like two courses, in film production.
Yeah.
It's like 18 months associate degree and 36
Yeah.
months bachelor's degree in
Yeah, yeah.
production. And I just want to know if I'm going to go for the associate's degree,
Mhm.
will I be able to take cinematography as my main part? Because film production is like it covers everything,
Mhm.
Production, editing, cinematography, music, it covers everything.
Mhm.
But I want cinematography as my major concern.
Uh,
Will there be an option for that?
there are there are schools who actually help you in just cinematography, as far as there are schools, but I believe, even before you touch cinematography, you should go for a course which gives you, the complete perspective about filmmaking. If you go to something like that, that will be much better. And then again, I have to share this information as well, that if you if you go as associates, okay, after that you get 1 year of OTP. Okay, let's say if you want to go for BFA, okay, after that again you will get 1 year of OTP. After that, if you go for MFA, you will get again 1 year of OTP, your OPT. So that's how you get like 3 years, of OPT if you want to, keep on continuing your education. Okay, but if you do a course, let's say you have done a BFA in filmmaking, okay, and then you get your OPT of 1 year, and then again you decide that, maybe, I should do a BFA from some another school about cinematography or something. Keep this thing in mind, you will not get your OPT again for that same, degree. Yeah. So it always has to be, go from one step to another. So I will always advise, go for associates, and then if you really want to get into filmmaking, you can find something which has a discipline dedicated towards, cinematography. You're welcome. Any other questions?
So if there are no other questions, I think there is one last question from our online viewer. Is there an age limit for studying any of these programs in the US?
I'm not really sure about this. I don't know about this.
So,
If there
as
is.
an Education USA advisor, I think I'll jump in and answer here.
Yeah.
Certainly there are no age restrictions in terms of whatever you want to study in the US, be it at the associate's level or at the master's or at the PhD level, right? So thank you for all the questions from our online viewers and from our in-house viewers and attendees. If there are no further questions, I think I'm going to take a moment to thank all alumni here, Chinmay, Ashwin and Kumar, for taking your time out to be here today and share your experience and journey of what you've come through and achieved so far. All right, so thank you once again and see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.